Good day everyone. So in this video we will talk about the further examples of how to solve quadratic equations by extracting square roots. So in here we have quantity of a minus 1 squared that is equal to 3. Before solving this problem, we should consider first that it is in the format of x squared that is equal to b. So if that's the case, we can solve this directly by applying the concept of square root property. So we have quantity of a minus 1 squared that is equal to 3. And we will enclose this with a radical symbol with index 2. And we can cancel this out directly. And what will remain is quantity of a minus 1 that is equal to positive and negative square root of 3. Next, we will transfer negative 1 into the other side of the equation, and it will make the sign of negative 1 change into positive. So we have here a that is equal to negative and positive square root of 3 plus 1. Or we can write this in other way. So we have a that is equal to 1. We will just rearrange the side of this equation. 1 plus and minus square root of 3. Or if you want to separate the values of a, you can make use of it. So we have a is equal to 1 plus square root of 3, or a is equal to 1 minus square root of 3. So for the checking, you might continue with the checking if you want to be sure that if your answer is correct or not. For the checking, we will just substitute the values of a into our a here found in our original equation. So we will just use this first value. So we have here a will be equal to 1 plus square root of 3 minus 1 squared that is equal to 3. In this stage of our process, we will just write question mark because we are not yet certain if the both sides of our equation are equal or not. So we have here negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So what will be left is square root of 3 raised to 2. That is equal to 3. But we're not yet certain. So next, we can now eliminate this one, the square root and the square. So we have 3 is equal to 3. Correct for the first value. How about for the second value? We have 1 minus square root of 3. So we have here, instead of using a, we will make use of 1 minus square root of 3. So we have 1 minus square root of 3 minus 1 squared is equal to 3. Another question mark. Next, 1 minus 1 is 0. What will be left is negative square root of 3. So we will have negative square root of 3 raised to 2 that is equal to 3. Again, another question. So what do you think? Will this equation be equal to 3 or not? Or will this equation be equal? Is negative square root of 3 raised to 2 equal to 3? Okay, we'll try to find out. So negative square root of 3 raised to 2 can be written as negative square root of 3 times negative square root of 3 that is equal to 3. So negative times negative, it will give you positive, right? So we have here negative times negative is positive, and we will just write the square root radical symbol. So 3 times 3 is 9. Another question. So square root of 9, is it equal to 3? Maybe. So we have to find the perfect square number, or the root of the square root of 9, or the root of 9 rather. You have to think of a number that if you're going to multiply it by 2, or if you're going to multiply it twice by itself, it will give you 9. Yes, very good. That is 3. So 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So therefore, the square root of 9 is 3. And they are equal. Therefore, the two values of our a here are all correct.